Hello and welcome back to another video review. In today's video we are checking out the Spartan blades. This specific knife has came into my attention and it is very unique looking self-defense weapon. Now the way this actually works for you is that you take it out of the pocket and it immediately transforms into a ferocious weapon that can slice anything in a nick of seconds. So if there is a wild animal coming right at you, you have this in the pocket, you take this out, it will immediately transform into this fearsome looking blade that's gonna slice and dice anything that comes in your way. Now the way it's actually designed is very unique and interesting. Now you would probably think you're expecting to pay a huge amount of money for this, but fear not. The price of this is around $100. Now something like this brand new goes for around $150, but on eBay there's always a deal and you can get this much more cheaper. Now on the other hand, things like this might be actually worth north of $200 because of the way it's made. Now there is a few things about the Spartan that I like a lot more than other knives. So this is how it actually looks like. Now when you pull this out, you have this link here over here. The reason why you want to grab it pretty fast anywhere in your pocket. So you grab it in. When you push it out, what happens is with friction, this gets cut into your jeans just a little bit. As it does get cut over there, it moves as it get cut, not cut. It will move and engage the metal out of it, just like that. And then when you pull it out, you got, voila, a sharp weapon that can slice and dice anything that moves. Now what I do like about this is a few things. Now first off, if somebody attacking you with another knife or a sword, you have an engagement lock right here. And I accidentally stabbed myself. Now let's continue this. So the engagement lock over here, what it actually does, it prevents you from actually getting hit right there. So as you take this out and somebody accidentally tries to hit you right here, it's not gonna keep going and hitting your hand. So that's another plus for this. Now the second thing that it actually can do is easily close itself. That's right. But apart from that, it is pretty small. It is not huge and big one. Now one thing is, people sometimes don't like the deep carry clip, so you can take this out in case you don't actually like it. Other than that, it is pretty cool. Now one thing is missing is quick engagement for you to open and close this. The way I like to open and close knives, well, it's not really here. You will have to just grab this the old-fashioned way. You just go ahead and engage it out. But other than that, it is kind of a cool looking knife made by a different company. Definitely worth it for you to go ahead and explore. So check this out, and we're gonna have a hands-on review where you can see it up close and personal to make your own final decision on this. Welcome to Spartan Blades. Oh yes, we have something new here for us in this channel to explore. And this is not a big brand. I like that it is much smaller brand, and to support new brands is always great because those brands start small and get bigger. So in case you're wondering why should you get this, we're going to go into this. So this is the case you get when you buy this. It looks like this. There's 3 different grades that are included. So this is the field grade. It's actually the lowest of the grades, but the higher it goes, the more expensive the blades go. So it is for everyone's budget, and this is the cheapest one that they make. Now you might say, well, it is kind of cheap, why should I get this? Because the material is pretty top-notch for a cheap, so-called cheap brand. I mean, this specific kind is the cheapest that they offer, and Spyderco has the same deal. Some made in China, some in USA, some made in Japan. And it goes with the more expensive and the cheapest one. So this is a primary self-defense weapon, but can also be used for other purposes too. Let me show you first how it actually looks like over here. So this is it folded up. Primarily its function. It goes inside your jeans or your pants just like this. As you're going to be pulling this out, this part usually gets stuck on the side of your jeans, and if it does, it's going to pull this right out, and as you pull it out, you get the weapon. Just like this, you get easy access, fast access for deployment for self-defense purposes. So you go into the jungle and you need something right away, and there's this vicious tiger that's attacking you. You can just pull this out and shwa. Of course, you have the last word, not the tiger is eating you for breakfast. So keep this in mind. Now, this is kind of a joke to defend yourself against a vicious tiger, but something is better than nothing. And let me show you some other cool functions of this knife. So first thing, the looks of it is kind of really neat. Now, usually when you get a weapon like this specific thing is carved in kind of like a claw shaped, which is alright, but I prefer it to be Tanto blade because it is more useful for other things than just self-defense. Because for self-defense purposes, it will make it only a one-trick pony. Over here, you can just use it for cool shit. You want to cut some stuff, you want to play around with it, and so on. You want to go ahead and jiggle this around, well, you can actually do that. Oh, you can try to anyway, as long as it's close, that is, because this goes pretty cool in a finger. But the material is kind of nice. The grip is really good. Grip this right here. We also have, hey, somebody attacking you with a weapon. We got this jib right here. So, whoop, it slides right on here. You don't accidentally get cut. Let me show you. I'm attacking someone with a weapon. It goes a whoop like this. You see, it will not stab you. I mean, this is just a close call. Yeah, whoop, it goes in. But if you hit it, you hit someone's blade, it will just slide in, it will hit right there, and you're not going to hurt your hand in the process. Unfortunately, this is only this one side, because they were not thinking like that. They didn't think you need one on the bottom as well. But it's not really its primary function. The primary function of this right here is just to open itself up as you pull it right out of your pants. The grip is really good. You can see that the hot spot, there was definitely some hot spots on the top here, just a little bit. If I had bigger hands, it wouldn't actually bug me. The deep carry clip, you can get rid of it if this thing is what's causing the issue with you. The material is pretty great. It's not as bad. It looks kind of like really nice too. I like the shape, I like the looks. I'm really fond of this knife. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's going to be the next talk around display piece over here for you. And if looks is something you're looking for in a knife, this definitely has it. It is one of those Spartan looking knives, and the name shows. And it looks cool. So I wonder with you guys, what do you guys think? Would you be buying something like this? Do you think this thing is awesome? Can you defend yourself against a bunch of sharks with something like this? I actually think that this is pretty good for an underwater exploratory knife. So if like a shark attacks you or something, you can just pull it out. Of course, you can swim with this just like that. But unfortunately, this is not designed for deep ocean use. It probably will rust in the process, but it just seems like the cool thing to have for self-defense for any reason. And when it comes to price, it's kind of cheap. Now, for the downside of something like this, the blade itself, it's a bit sharp, but it loses it sharpens this easily. The good thing is it's easy for you to just go ahead and resharpen this all by yourself. And as far as the rating looks, be like 9 out of 10. Practicality, self-defense, probably 9.5 out of 10. Material, I would give it a 7 out of 10. It could be way better. And practical, let's be generous, 8 out of 10. Overall, this is probably an 8 out of 10 knife. So thank you so much for getting all the way to the end of this video, and you're probably wondering, what is the rating I give to this? Well, as an emerging knife company, I do like it. I think this is pretty good. It's a very good slicer. It also is pretty nice looking as well. There's a few things I dislike it too. Well, first of all, this is not premium quality. You get field grade quality in this specific knife. Second thing, which is probably a good and a bad thing. A good thing is that I could have cut myself and I didn't because this thing is kind of dual. Right out of the box it comes not exceptionally very well sharp. I mean, it is sharp, but you're not talking about the most sharpest thing out there. So if you get this and you don't like how sharp it is, well, you can just go ahead and sharpen it up manually, the old-fashioned way. And it's actually not a bad thing, because a lot of times you end up doing that anyway with some knives. So that's about it. I give this 7 out of 10 stars. The presentation box is not too juicy, but overall it is an interesting knife, and it is developed by 2 United States Army Special Forces, and it is designed to be crafted for professional use. So people who are professional, this is what they're looking for, and because of that, those people in US Army decided to design this thing just for you. So if you want to support a veterans-owned business, go ahead and get one of those today. You can get a great deal of this on eBay, or of course if you like brand new stuff, get this directly from Amazon. Link will be provided down below.